So first let's go through what we did last time. So in this chapter, linear correlation, this chapter is 12 marks in your board exam. Now, as the name suggests, correlation, so you can definitely make out that यहाँ पे कोई relation की बात हो रही है. तो what sort of relation? So there are two set of variables, x and y. We want to know how they are related with each other. Either they will be positively related or they will be negatively related. Positively related का मतलब है कि x में कुछ increase हुआ तो y में भी increase होगा, x में कुछ decrease हुआ x की वैल्यू में तो y का वैल्यू भी डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. तो इसको हम कहेंगे पॉजिटिव रिलेशन. और x increase y decrease, x decrease y increase, इसको हम कहेंगे negative relation. For details you can watch my lecture number 1. It's already uploaded in the app. Now when you are given two set of numbers and you have to find out whether they are related or not, whether they are positively related or negatively related, the first method what we do is known as a method of scatter diagram. It is known as method of scatter diagram. Now, in this method, now this is a diagrammatic method, okay, of visual presentation. So we have to decide whether they are related or not. So for that we use graphs, and let's check out some graph. The first graph what we do is we take x on x-axis and y on y-axis. Now we plot x values and y value and we try to connect the dots. The plot what we get, we try to connect the plots. So if we get a straight line like this, it means what? It is a positive correlation. So if a perfect straight line is there, we would call it perfect positive correlation. Now, let's go to the second diagram. If we plot the values of x and the values of y, and we get plots like this, downward falling slope, and we draw a line connecting all the plots. If it is falling from top to bottom, left to right, we call it perfect negative correlation. Now, see, if we plot the values on x-axis and y-axis and we get plots like this, where we are not able to form a straight line. So यहाँ पे you can see the trend is positive, it is moving upward, but we are not able to draw a straight line like diagram A. So this is known as partial positive correlation. And then D, if we plot the values of x and y on a graph and we get plots like this. So over here, this is basically partial negative correlation. So over here, again, we are not able to draw a line, but we can see that it is moving from top to down, from left to right, but we cannot draw a perfect straight line. So it is known as a partial negative correlation. But this diagram is really amazing. This diagram, diagram E, we draw the diagram and we get plots like this. कोई इधर बिखरा पड़ा है, कोई उधर बिखरा पड़ा है, किसी में कोई कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं है, कोई इधर भाग रहा है, कोई इधर भाग रहा है. तो यहाँ पे यू कैन सी द प्लॉट. यहाँ पे वी आर नॉट एबल टू ड्रॉ अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, we are not able to get some direction, whether it is positive, whether it is negative. So over here we say zero correlation or no correlation, और वी ऑल्सो से लैक ऑफ कोरिलेशन, यानी दो वेरिएबल के बीच में कोई भी रिश्ता नहीं है. देयर इज नो रिलेशन बिटवीन वैल्यूज ऑफ एक्स एंड वैल्यूज ऑफ वाई. इट मीन्स व्हाट, ध्यान दो, इट मीन्स दैट x के वैल्यूज में कोई भी चेंज आया तो y को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, y के वैल्यूज में कोई चेंज आया तो x को कोई फर्क पड़ता नहीं है. दोनों के बीच में कोई संबंध है नहीं. All of you understood this? Now, ये जो मेथड है, मेथड ऑफ स्कैटर डायग्राम, उसमें जहां पे परफेक्ट पॉजिटिव है, परफेक्ट नेगेटिव है, या कोई कोरिलेशन ही नहीं है, इट इज वेरी कूल फॉर अस एंड वी नो कि ये परफेक्ट पॉजिटिव, परफेक्ट नेगेटिव, नो कोरिलेशन. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू पार्शियल, पार्शियल यानी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट इज पॉजिटिव, हाउ वुड यू नो कि व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेंथ, व्हाट इज द एक्सटेंट ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ? ऐसा कहते हैं लोग कि ये मेरा फ्रेंड है, ये मेरा फ्रेंड है, पर उनकी दोस्ती कितनी गहरी है वो कैसे पता चलेगा? मैंने ऐसे लोग देखे हैं जो किसी के भी बारे में बात करोगे ना तो वो ऐसा ही बोलेगा, हाँ मैं इसको जानता हूँ, ये मेरा फ्रेंड है, हाँ मैं इसको जानता हूँ, ये मेरा फ्रेंड है. अरे तू उसको जानता है, पर क्या वो तुझे जानता है? वो पता नहीं. तो यहाँ पे हाउ डू यू मेजर द स्ट्रेंथ of relationship between two variable when we say it is partial? तो for that ये जो diagrammatic method है उसमें अगर हमें compare करना है different set of numbers, तो we may not be able to visually conclude that which is more positive, which is less positive. And that is why there came a wonderful statistician in our life, and the name of that statistician uncle is Karl Pearson. काल, काल, KARL, काल नहीं है भूतकाल भविष्य काल. ओके, कार्ल पियर्सन. नाउ कार्ल पियर्सन ने जो मेथड दिया for determining the strength of relationship is known as product moment method. Product moment method. Now, from exam point of view, scatter diagram is not so important. It is just for understanding of this concept of correlation. But very important is this formulas given by statistician Karl Pearson for finding correlation. Now, Karl Pearson, in this method, we take correlation coefficient, I want all of you to write this, is denoted by small r. Correlation coefficient is denoted by small r. You have two set of number x and y. तो x के values है, y के values है. Now, step one for any sum is we have to find mean. So we have to find x bar and y bar. How do we find x bar? X bar is equal to sigma xi upon n, and y bar is equal to sigma yi upon n. तो यहाँ पे we find the mean x bar, we find y bar, and then we go for various formula. Now in this chapter, finding mean is very important because mean say values of mean and the values of x and y will help us to decide which formula we have to use. So first formula is when mean x bar and y bar are integers. Are integers means they are not in fraction. Not in fraction. In that case, we use the formula r is equal to, you all have to write these formulas again and again, again and again, again and again. Target is to write it for 1 million times. Upon under root of sigma x minus x bar the whole square under root sigma y minus y bar the whole square. So this is the first formula which we did in the previous session, okay, where x bar and y bar are integers and not in fraction. Now we go for the second formula. The second formula is now when x bar, y bar are in fraction, but values of x and y are small. Values of x and y are small का मतलब क्या है? x के जो values है यहाँ पे और y के जो values है, they are generally between 1 to 20 और 1 to any number जिसका तुम multiplication, जिसका तुम square without using calculator कर सकते हो. So you can find the square or you can multiply without using calculator. So say for example, it is given 2, 4, 8, 12, 14, 15, 18, 20. ऐसे नंबर्स है, छोटे छोटे नंबर्स है, छोटे छोटे. पता चला. और मीन क्या होना चाहिए? मीन शुड बी इन फ्रैक्शन. समझ में आया सबको? हेलो हेलो. ओके, तो यहाँ पे we have to use this formula. Please mark it extremely important. This formula number 2, very important. The formula is this way. R is equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon under root n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square. Now sigma x कहाँ find किया हमने? x का total is sigma x, y का total is sigma y. To find mean, we have already found this out, into under root n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. Now, always remember in statistics, formulas decide the column. तो यहाँ पे x will be given in exam, y will be given in exam. Now what you want to find out? Sigma x into y. तो एक कॉलम आएगा x into y, फिर सिग्मा x इंटू सिग्मा y, तो नीचे मिल गया सिग्मा x, नीचे मिल गया सिग्मा y, इसका टोटल सिग्मा एक्स वाई. अब क्या चाहिए? सिग्मा एक्स स्क्वायर सिग्मा वाई स्क्वायर. तो x का स्क्वायर और y का स्क्वायर. So you will have to have x and y given in the question, then 1, 2 and 3. So 3 more columns. Please write the formula. If you have any doubt, you can ask. नाउ एक स्टूडेंट ने मुझे ऐसा प्रश्न पूछा है कि सर फॉर्मूला याद रह गई तो भी 1 मिलियन बार लिखना है. अल्लाह, याद अभी रहा है, अभी कुछ समय बाद ऐसे दिमाग में सब ख्याल आएंगे, ऐसा हम मोबाइल में देखेंगे, गेम्स खेलेंगे, तो उसका उसका सब जो कंसेप्ट है वो इवेपोरेट हो जाएगा, वाष्पीभवन. तो लिख लिख ही करना है. जैसे ए टू जेड तुम्हें याद रह गया, अब भूल नहीं सकते हैं, कितना भी मेमोरी लॉस हो जाए, वैसे इसको याद करना है. तो तब तक लिखो जब तक है जान. समझे मेरे जान? ओके. तो लिख 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 ही करना है. जो लिखेगा वो ही सीखेगा. आगे बढ़ना है, अच्छा डिग्री चाहिए, तो अभी से ये सब क्वालिटीज अपने में कल्टीवेट करो. बुक खोल के बैठ गए, स्टैटिस्टिक्स पढ़ रहे हैं. અલા સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક્સ વાંચવાનું ના હોય ભાઈ, લખી લખી દાખલા ગણવાનું હોય. હા, સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક્સ પढ़ रहे हम सर, स्टैटिस्टिक्स. तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स में you have to practice. So please keep on writing the formulas every day. It should be on the tip of your tongue. Okay. Now, illustration 8, page number 73. Let's read the question. From the following information of weekly minimum temperature in Celsius and the sale in 100 units of heaters, यानी minimum temperature and sale of heater. तो टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज हो जाएगा यानी ठंड बढ़ जाएगा, तो उसका इम्पैक्ट हीटर के सेल्स पे कितना आएगा ड्यूरिंग अ वीक in a city of North India for 5 weeks. Calculate the correlation coefficient between minimum temperature and sale of heaters. Now, first, let's write the question. You can visibly see that numbers are small. Okay, so first let's write the question and find out x bar and y bar. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. (16, 15, 14, 11 and 9. So first write the numbers and do the totals. So total comes to 29 and 65. Now, first step is we find the mean. First of all, let's find the mean. So x bar, just a minute. Is equal to sigma xi upon n, which is equal to 29 by n. What is n? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 29 divided by 5, 5.8. Y bar is equal to sigma yi upon n, which is equal to 65 by 5.
13.
13. Now, as you know, keep x bar and y bar. X bar is in fraction and y bar is an integer. So we cannot use x minus x bar, y minus y bar. Also, if you use, then what happens? कि सर अगर मैंने उसको यूज किया मुझे वो ही पसंद है सर तो क्या in case if you use you may get the correct answer because answer is not going to change by changing the formula. Okay, they are alternative methods of finding the answer but your calculation will become complex because fraction में आएगा x minus x bar फिर x minus x bar का square वो भी fraction में चला जाएगा फिर x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So lots of fraction calculations become complex. That is why over here we will not go for that formula. So we will go for which formula? There we will go for this formula. R is equal to n sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y upon under root of n sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square. You also first write the formula so we can decide the columns under root n sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. Please write the formula. लिख लिया सबने? Now, let's decide the column. Now sigma x, sigma y तो हमको मिल गया. अब हमें क्या चाहिए? X into y. So next column is x into y. So let's find out 3 into 16, 48, 15 into 4, 60, 14 into 6, 84, 7 into 11, 77, 9 nines are 81. And then the total, 350.
350.
Then x square and y square. So now x square is 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 9 square 81. The total. You do it later. Then 16 square is 256, 15 square is 225, 14 square is 196, 11 square is 121 and 9 square is 81. Please do the totals on your own.
9.
Okay. 1, it is 191 and 879. Great. Now, let's start solving the formula. Now, R is equal to N. What is N? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into sigma xy is 350 minus sigma x is 29 into sigma y is 13. ऐसे ब्रैकेट्स में लिखना, ओके, अपॉन अंडर रूट n is again 5 into sigma x square is 191 minus sigma x the whole square, so 29 the whole square under root n is again 5, sigma y square is 879 minus sigma y, that is 65 the whole square, which is equal to 5 into 350 is 1750 minus 29 into
65 नहीं आया,
sorry 65 29 into 65 is equal to what?
1885.
Sorry?
1885.
Yes, 1885 upon, now under root 5 into 191 is equal to 955 minus 29 the whole square is 841 upon under root 5 into 879 4395 minus 65 the whole square 4225, which is equal to negative minus 135 upon under root of 955 minus 841 114 upon under root of 4395 minus 4225, which is equal to 170, which is equal to, now we have a shortcut for this, that's very simple, 114 into 170 is equal to 19380, फिर under root it comes to 139.21 minus 135 upon 139.21, which is equal to, so 139.21, then press divide, then equal to, then into 135, which comes to 0.9697. So round off to 0.97.
So minus.
Yeah, very important. Don't forget minus. Minus. So it is minus 0.97. Now, because you know what is x and y, you can yourself check कि टेम्परेचर नीचे जाएगा तो ठंडी बढ़ेगा, तो हीटर का सेल्स इंक्रीज होगा, तो वन डिक्रीज अदर इंक्रीज, सो इट्स अ इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप, सो इट्स अ नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन. So R is equal to 0.97 negative answer. Okay, so एक अलग ही सेक्शन रखना नोटबुक में where you have all the formulas. Now, in the formula page, we'll be doing the next formula now. Now, as we have done the first two formulas of Karl Pearson. Now, see, they are two different formulas, but they are alternative formulas. So either one or two or the third one. So in case you use any of the formula, your answer will be correct. But depending on the parameters of mean, we will use a particular formula so that calculations become less complex. Okay, that's the whole idea. So now let's go to the next one. Third one, option number 3. When x bar and y bar are in fraction and values of x and y are large. A large means what? There are basically 3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers, where you cannot directly do a square of it without calculator or multiply without calculator. So when x bar, y bar are in fraction and values on of x and y are large. Now in this case, what we have to do, dhyan do please, we have x, we have y, mean is in fraction. So we can go for x into y, but values of x and values of y are also quite big. X is a 3-digit number, y is a 4-digit number. So calculation become very complex. So what we do is, over here the step is, first step in this formula is we convert x into u. So u is equal to x minus a upon c of x, and v is equal to y minus b upon c of y. Now, what is a and b? A and b are basically assumed mean. Assume mean means some number, okay, which we assume to be mean. It is not actually your mean, because your mean is going to be in fraction. So some number nearer to the mean, which for us, where we are more comfortable solving using that number, say multiple of 10. Okay, so we'll be taking some assume mean for x and for y. So that is a and b. Cx and cy are common divisible numbers. Now, what is this common divisible numbers? Come to illustration number 10, page number 76. Those who don't have the textbook can see over here on the screen. In illustration number 10, you can see over here in illustration number 10 that numbers are 14,900, 15,100, 15,000, 15,500, so on. So your common divisible number is, you can see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, sub mein common. So common divisible number is 100. We can divide all of them by 100. In y, it is 100, 105, 115, 116, 220, and 255. So your common divisible number is, we can divide all of them with 5. So that is C of x and C of y. So over here, C of x and C of y are common divisible numbers. So from x, we find out u. From y, we find out v. So you have u, you have v, then what? Then you have to find out further columns, but for that, first let's write the formula. So now formula is R is equal to N into sigma X becomes sigma U, Y becomes V minus sigma U into sigma V upon under root n sigma u square minus sigma u the whole square under root n sigma v square minus sigma v the whole square. So here instead of x you have u, instead of y you have v. So now write the formula. Let's see the columns. So now you have u, you have v, so you have u into v, uv, then you have u square, and then you have v square. So these will be the columns. 1, 2 will be given, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very important formula, expected for 5 marks in your board exam. Now, come to illustration number 10. Now, let's see the question. To know the relation between average monthly income in rupees and income due to overtime of workers in rupees, the following information is obtained from 6 different factories of an area manufacturing similar kind of products. Find the correlation coefficient between average monthly income and income due to overtime. Now, we have values for x and y, so let's write that down. There are 7 columns, so properly notebook में लिखना. और यहाँ पे तो तुम्हारे बाजू में भी कोई नहीं बैठा है कि उसकी नोटबुक में सर हमने आधा सम कर दिया, तो खास ध्यान रखना प्लीज. ऐसे होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, मैंने देखे, आधा सम एक फ्रेंड करता है, दूसरा आधा दूसरा फ्रेंड करता है, तो खास ध्यान रखना यहाँ पे. Okay, 7 columns है, so you start from the extreme left in your notebook. First step is you find the mean. Now, let's first find the mean. So over here, x bar is equal to sigma xi 92,000 upon n upon 6. So that comes to 15,333.33. So you can see this is a fractional number. Y bar is equal to 955 divided by 6. It comes to 159 0.16666, so 17. Now, as you can see, they are in fractions, so we can't use x minus x bar, y minus y bar. प्लीज ध्यान देना, ऐसे फॉर्मूला के बेस पे कुछ ट्रिकी सम्स है, सो प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. मैकेनिकली मत सॉल्व करो, ध्यान दो प्लीज. नाउ यहाँ पे both are in fraction, so we cannot use x minus x bar, y minus y bar. Secondly, because values are big, 14,900 का स्क्वायर करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, lots of numbers, so difficult to handle in your notebook. So we cannot use x square, y square, xy. So now we have to convert x into u. Now how do we do that? Please pay attention over here. Over here, we have to take u is equal to x minus assuming here you have 153.33, so we take, let's say we take a assume mean of 15,000. So 15,000, here you write 15,000 upon, what is common divisible number over here? You can see common 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0,
100.
divide by 100. So this becomes your first part. Now, just a minute, let me adjust this so that it becomes easier for us to calculate on Excel. Now, v is equal to yi minus, what we will take as assume mean. Here you have 159.17, so you can take directly 160. Generally we take multiple of 10, so life becomes easy. Upon सब में common divisible क्या है? 100, 105, 5, 5, 0, 0, so divide by 5. Okay, so I'll just write over here, A is equal to 15,000, B is equal to 160, C of X is equal to 100, and C of Y is equal to 5. Now, you would say, ki, sir, why we are writing? As such, after this is done, we don't need it in the formula C of X, C of Y. But you write this because this will be useful in the next chapter, what we are going to do, that is regression. Okay, there we have a formula where we have to use C of X and C of Y. Now, how would we solve this? Dhyan do please. Dhyan do please. 14,900 minus 15,000 is minus 100 divided by 100. So that will be minus 1. Then 15,100 minus 15,000 upon 100, so plus 1. Then 15,000 minus 15,000, big 0. 15,500, so 5. Then 700, so 7. Then 15,800, so 8. Okay, so this is what we get. We do the totals. Total comes to 20. Now in the textbook, it is taken as 15,300, but we have taken 15,000 so that it becomes comfortable for us to calculate. Okay, you can take 15,300 also, 15,500 also, 16,000 also. Any number you can take because it is assumed. We have to just assume a number. Generally, we take a number nearer to the mean. I took 15,000 because it becomes easier to subtract. Now, y minus 160 by 5. So 100 minus 160 is 60, minus 60 by 5 is minus 12. Then 105 minus 160, so minus 55, so minus 11. 115 minus 160, so minus 9. 160 minus 160, 0. 220, 166, again 12. And 255 and 160. 255 minus 160 divided by 5 is 19, positive. To the totals, what we get is minus 1. Now, u into v, u square, I'll write it for you, and v square. So let's find out u into v. Into minus 12. So positive 12. Students, please be careful in the plus minus sign. Please be careful. Then minus 11, then 0, then 0, then 84, and then 152. Let's do the totals. 237. Then u square and v square. So 1, 1, 0, 25, 7 sevens are 49, 8 eights are 64. Done. 144, 121, 9 square 81, 0, 144, and 19, 361. Do the totals. 140. Do the totals. 851. So now we have uv, sigma uv, we have sigma u square, we have sigma v square, we have sigma u, we have sigma v. Now important point over here is that this 15,160 are our assumed mean. There's a very tricky sum based on this, which can come in your exam for 5 marks. So please understand the concept. Over here, x minus 15,000 is not mean, it is a assumed mean, and y minus 160. 160 is not your mean, it's your assumed mean. Now let's find out r is equal to n sigma uv minus sigma u into sigma v upon n sigma u square under root minus sigma u the whole square under root n sigma v square minus sigma v the whole square. Now let's solve it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 into sigma uv is 237 minus sigma u is 20 into minus 1. Please be careful about it. Negative numbers can cause pain. Under root n is 6 into sigma u square 140 minus sigma u, that is 20, the whole square. The whole under root is 6 into sigma v square is 851 minus sigma v the whole square. Sigma v is minus 1 ka whole square. Let's calculate. 1422 minus 20 into minus 1 is minus 20, but minus minus will become plus. So plus 20 upon under root 6 into 140 is 840, minus 20 square is 400, upon under root 6 into 851 is 5106, minus 1, which is equal to 1442, upon under root of 440 upon under root of 5105, which is equal to 5105 into 440 is equal to under root divide is equal to into 1442. So 0.96. Therefore, R is equal to 0.96214. So we take 96. And then we write a statement that as it is nearer to 1, there is high degree of positive correlation.